So we go into a room
Classic.
with him to maybe like smoke or whatever, and he just pulled his thing out. We're literally like, what are you doing? It was like, we're like, what?
Wait, he just. Oh man, we got a lot of things, man.
You guys look like ketchup and mustard.
Oh shit!
Did you realize that?
Is it in a good way?
I mean,
Those are some dope condiments.
They're really good
Can you wear
condiments.
this so we could say that the transformation's almost complete?
No, my leg isn't as purple anymore. I would show it, but my hamstring kind of hurts.
Did the doctor get it right that it turns brown?
Yeah, and green and blue and yellow, all these different colors. Yeah, bruises do that. By the way, welcome back to Impaulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. Thank you guys for listening, watching, viewing, subscribing. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. We freaking love you. Does it bother you? These are two different shades of yellow, right? I kind of glanced at myself in the mirror, and I think, even though I'm colorblind, I think I could tell.
I think it's artistic, personally.
Hey, we got to settle some.
Well, hold on. First, I want to talk about that hat you're wearing because I've gotten so much like feedback and questions from people
Yeah, me
because
too. I know.
I told him about this. I said when you rock the PLL hat, he's like, "Hey, Mike, what's PLL?"
I have no idea what it means.
I'm like, bro, you better school yourself because there are gonna be lax bros
lax
coming
bros are
up
out,
to you.
bro, lax bros.
Yo, people been hitting me up in my DMs. Are like, yo, is Logan PLL?
Yeah.
Is Logan down
Yeah.
with the lax,
bro?
I'm like, bro,
it's that niche
no.
audience, bro. They showed up at our house with their goalie sticks.
Yo, Lax
What are those
Bros,
things
they got
called?
swag. They got steez.
Yeah, they got Steve's.
They're all Morgan Stanley people.
So listen,
later
bro.
on in
I
life.
mean,
Goldman
let's
Sachs.
talk about it. We saved the conversation for the podcast. Let's talk about it. Your assistant is giving me fucking sass, bro.
All right,
Your brand new assistant is bringing negative energy to the house.
Is she in here right now?
She's in that room, bro.
She's inside.
I went by and I made a joke, and bro, instead of just she looked at me like this. She goes, and like if I was in like a workplace, like all right, like I made an unfunny joke, but
Let it slide.
in my fucking house, and you know why it's worse, bro? Because I know that she doesn't like me in general. We had an issue. I don't know if I could say it, but we
Wait, hold on.
went like this in the past.
What happened?
We had a relationship.
Oh,
It did. So hold on a sec. What did you?
And she mad at
no
me,
one's
bro.
safe.
Let's back it up one notch. So really quickly for some context, she is the girl once again from the Jake Paul wedding that I had the little flirtation with during the podcast. I threw the fucking, sorry, I got interrupted by my fucking producer. I threw the shot glass at her, and then me and her had like this thing, and then I talked to her and I took her out. And then I was like, you know what? She would make a pretty good lover, average 5 or 6 at best out of 10. You know what she'd make even better? An assistant, 7 or 8 on the assistant scale. So I was like, you know what? Why don't you be my assistant? She was like, okay. And so I hired her, and then I forgot that Logan had, of course, a love affair with her. And they had like a really awkward makeout session one night. It didn't go all the way to like town, right? But they were like on the road.
They were on the
They were on Old
outskirts.
Town Road. They didn't quite make it into
they
the
didn't get
city.
there.
Okay, but that said, I guess there's some animosity. And so I brought her into the
Not
house.
on my part. I don't care, bro. She's salty because I'll just say, bro, I ghosted her. Like after that night, I was like,
You didn't lay the wood.
no. It wasn't that. It was just like, it was a clear, man, how do I say? I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
All right. But like, sometimes you lose interest.
Yeah.
And so I just like, I kind of ghosted her a little bit, and then she didn't like that. Then I ran into her at the wedding, and she was sour there, and now she's being sour to me in my own house because of you.
Well, so one thing I want to ask was, what was the joke that you made to her that got her to be sour?
I don't know. It wasn't funny.
Well, maybe that's why. People don't always react well to shit jokes, dude.
No, but
and so I went up to her.
It's an energy thing, bro.
So I went up to her and I said, yo, Olivia, what's good? It's your second day on the job and you made my boss mad. Do you know how that reflects upon me as an employee? Okay, I'm gonna get my 401k cut and shit, dude. I'm not gonna be able to vacation. My PTO's gonna get slashed.
You're going to lose your portion of the property.
Of the property, bro. My non-licensing agreement.
Yeah.
And so I went up to her and I was like, what's good? And she was like, it wasn't sass. It was socially awkward. And I was like, oh. Well, see, I don't, and
She's also having a bad day. I could tell.
Really?
Yeah, she told me she had a conversation with her ex this morning.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
she's got her
hate to
feels.
hear it.
Yeah.
She put up a couple Instagram stories. I was looking at them and she looked so like, I can't even, cause this is first for me. Like I can't compliment her. I can't like rub her shoulder for any reason. Cause I'm very, as you guys know, I'm very like friendly.
Yep.
And
You gotta be hands off with the assistants,
with her,
bro.
I just stand there and I'm like, Olivia.
Danny tried to give me a high five once. No fucking way.
no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
All right, guys, we're gonna bring on our guest, but before we do that, I want to say something. She is a brand ambassador for Fashion Nova, and I think you guys both know, like we love Fashion Nova. You and I hang out with Rich, CEO of Fashion Nova. I was just in Ibiza with him for a couple of days. Yo, Fashion Nova is by far one of the hottest, newest brands on the market. If I see a girl wearing Fashion Nova, immediately like you're up 2 points.
Stock up.
Stock up. Your stock goes up
for sure.
Fashion Nova fit. You can see it from a mile away. I was just informed they got these like butt lift underwears, bro.
What?
Like
I need those.
I've been
Are they
looking for
men's
some.
Yo, I
too?
didn't know about this. Hey, do they have it in men's? Rich, something to consider. But anyway, we love Fashion Nova, and
They have stores. And my favorite Fashion Nova influencer model is at Adam 22. He stands in front of buildings like this.
Wow, they
It
got a
says
lot
Fashion
of them, bro.
Nova men.
Fashion
He's
Nova's
like
taking
this.
over. We love Fashion Nova. You should love Fashion Nova. All right, let's bring out our guest. She is a rapper, a singer, an actor, and a TV personality. She stars in the MTV show Ridiculousness with Rob Dyrdek, and her hair might be a different color every time you see her. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Chanel West Coast.
What's up, guys? Let me get these headphones
Welcome.
Good to
on.
see you, Chanel.
Nice to see you.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
Do you remember the last time I saw you?
I don't spit out.
I didn't think you would. I have a funny story. I want to open right away with
Okay.
some heat.
Okay.
Do you don't remember at all?
Wait, was it at Coachella?
Yeah.
Okay, now I kind of remember.
Okay.
It was actually a weird night. I don't want to blast
you don't
people.
say. You don't say.
Do you know why it was a weird night for me and my friends?
Tell me why.
I don't know. I don't want to blast people.
No, it's fine.
Let's just say I have a friend there who's a good friend, a good guy friend. We've never flirted with each other, anything. So I don't know where the urge.
That was the night he tried to cross the.
So we go into a room
Classic.
with him to maybe like smoke or whatever, and he just pulled his thing out. We're like, we're literally like, what are you doing? It was like, we're like, what?
Wait, he just pulled it out, just
out.
skipped all the.
Pleasantries, the pleasantries.
Pleasantries.
It
Can we
was so
unzip
random.
this? Can we unzip this and talk about it a little bit?
Fun.
Thank you.
That was a solid
This is a tricky situation,
Yeah.
okay? Because
Why?
how? Let's talk about let's wine scene this really quick. Listen to me. When you whip it out, dude, like without like proper authorization, like you has been ran through the people at Visa, no one said this is okay. You're just going for it. You better be damn sure, dude. You better be
No, that's
damn
like,
sure,
bro. That's a girlfriend thing. Like I don't,
I think it's risky without a girlfriend, but I think there are signs.
Bro, the whip out. Who's actually doing that? Louis C.K. is doing that, and he's getting Me Too. So have you Me
Fact,
Too'd him
fact.
yet?
No, I haven't. He's my friend. I think it was, they say, what is it? You miss how many of the shots you don't take, or what is it?
Yeah.
You miss
miss
100% of the
100%.
shots.
100% of the shots you don't take. I think he just felt like, I didn't take my shot right now.
But there's a difference between a layup and a full court shot. And this dude was like outside the stadium. Like,
And I'm pretty sure, and I don't know if that applies to dicks either, that whole saying. I think there's like a few exceptions. Like there's like a few exceptions
didn't
that are
read the
just
fine print.
yeah.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. So wait,
But I remember it. Well, so about that night, I think maybe that's why I forgot that we met, because that really took all of my attention.
I see.
Trauma.
I wonder if I saw Chanel before or after that happened.
I think I met you right before that happened.
Okay. So you're still in good spirits.
Yeah.
But also you were highly intoxicated, as was I. Like
I was literally, I think, scavenging through the kitchen trying to find another bottle of alcohol.
Yes, you were doing that. I was looking for Doritos or Pringles. yeah. How did you shut down the guy? Did you tell him like, hey, zip
No,
your pants up?
literally, like I it was probably so mean, and if he watches this, he knows it's him. I just started laughing, and I was like, "What are you doing?" Like, 'cause it's like he's my homie. I was like, "This is so out of pocket right now." Like, but I had my homegirl with me who he's never met before, so maybe he was just like, "This is my chance with this girl,"
Was
and he
trying
might
to
have really
have
liked
like
her.
a threesome?
I
Like,
don't-
at the
I don't know.
Trey White.
Wow.
Trey White.
He really
Trey
went for the shot. Was it hard to shut him down?
No, hold on a second.
Oh, I'm telling you, I literally like
see what
started
you did.
laughing, and I think I just walked out of the room. I was like, "Yo, you're tripping." And
Did
then-
you feel kind of like a dick for doing that?
No, I love my team, bro. Y'all are great with the punch.
Yeah, that is a stiff
I mean, the thing
situation.
is, he was probably just cocked, and he was like, I'm just.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Okay, but here's why I bring up this night. All right. So I remember. I was like, hey, Chanel, like I have a podcast. You should come on. And you're like, yeah, great, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me get your number. Let's connect. And you gave me your number, or so I thought.
Well, what number did you get?
What? Sorry.
Well, we shouldn't say it out loud because then maybe somebody might guess it.
Yeah,
but-
no, I won't say it. But let's just say I learned it wasn't your number. I have the conversation here. Pulled up here.
Wait, what? She gave you one
a
of those
selfie.
standard numbers.
I took a selfie, Chanel West Chanel, and by the way, horrible selfies. I just said Logan P. And like what I thought was you, said, "Who's this?" I said, "Logan Paul." And this person hearted it, and I'm like, "Okay, what's good? Like we just met. Like I don't understand."
He's thinking I'm trying to flirt now.
No, I felt like you hearted it. Okay, no problem. Where'd you get my number? Monkey covering eyes emoji. Like, all right, clearly this girl's flirting a little bit. Dudes don't send those.
What do
all
we
right?
got next
Where'd you
up?
get my number? All right. So then you gave it to me, dummy. When and where? Another emoji, like she's nervous. Like, oh, I forgot. I'm like, this girl's wilding out right now. I said last night at Rich's. And then, LOL, whose number did you think you had? A Valley
Wait,
girl?
I am a Valley girl from the Valley. This is getting so weird.
Yeah, so this person said, wait, can you FaceTime? This is pretty funny. So I ended up FaceTiming this person. This guy named Joel.
Shut the fuck
This guy named Joel. His name's Joel. He goes to Duke University.
Oh my god.
Stop.
He played lacrosse for Duke. Is that what you just said?
I don't know, bro.
I,
We went to-
I love that he said, wait, can you FaceTime? This is pretty funny.
yeah, so I'm just messaging this dude named Joel thinking it's you. And I'm like, fuck, bro. I'm never going to get on the
How could that be possible?
I
He
don't
sent-
know,
No,
bro.
the problem is not all of it. The problem is he sent the monkey emojis and the hearts and stuff.
Yeah, like, why is he flirting?
I did. I mean, not that there's anything
just
wrong
double checking.
with that.
This isn't you. This is not
Logan
you.
could be
No,
a
that
female
wasn't
name.
me. But I love that.
I have met females
at
named
Logan
Oh,
Reese.
that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
But I just love that he said, whose number did you think you had? A Valley girl. And I'm also from the Valley. So then I don't know if you did your research. You were probably like, is she from the Valley? Like, and I am. So then it's extra confusing.
It gets weirder.
Okay.
So I FaceTimed Joel, and then he said, I'm Joel, by the way. Could you follow me so I can show my friends because they don't believe me at Joel T. Kim? There's your plug, Joel.
Wow, you're giving that to
And
him?
I said, nah, bro, don't be a fanboy. So here's where it gets extra weird. I texted him just now. Said I'm having Chanel on the podcast today. He said, bro, I'm in Encino. Don't you live around here? I said,
no,
yeah.
he's literally down the street.
He's down the street. The dude's
Why
down
do
the
we have
fucking
Joel
street.
on?
Should I text him and tell him to come?
Yo,
This is something.
So I was like, yeah, I'm in Encino. You live here? He's like, I live in Northridge. I'm back for a few weeks and back to school. And then he said, you trying to link?
Yeah, no, he said, yeah, man, you
Joel
trying
is-
to link.
Joel's trying to have a bromance. He's like, yo,
Yeah.
you're popping. I'm trying to attend a party or two. What's up?
He will-
I
he
gave
will
my
start
address
flirting.
just to come by now.
Say like immediately.
Like right now.
Yeah.
Like immediately.
This is about to be epic.
So fucking Joel.
I just want to know what his number is. It's obviously like very similar to mine.
Okay, so can you tell me which digit was off? Or because I wasn't sure, like, did you give me like a fake number
No, I wouldn't do
intentionally?
that.
How
The
close?
last, just the last number.
Just the last digit?
It was probably your fat thumbs.
So I'm actually, I bet you though, there might have been a couple times he's got a couple texts thinking that,
Yeah, probably.
you know, people thinking that it was me.
This reminds me of that trend right now, the number
Neighbor
neighbors. Have you
number.
guys done that?
No, I haven't done it, but one of these girls who's one of the producers on Ridiculousness, she posted a whole combo with somebody who like texted her, was like, yo, what's up? I'm your number neighbor. And like now they're friends.
Someone posted
So
one and
odd.
said that they got Chris Evans.
It was fake.
And it was fake.
Yeah.
Like, what a loser, dude. I don't know.
Could you explain what this is? Like I
So
haven't heard
what
about
you
it
do is you text someone that has the same number as you, but with the last digit like up or down one, right? Is
Got
up
it.
one. And then you say, hey, you're my number neighbor. You want to be friends? And like you start chit chatting with them, dude. It's
Yeah.
like all the rage with all the people that just have nothing better to fucking do.
Got it. Got it.
Do something. Stop texting random fucking people. Yo,
All right,
what are you doing?
I'm trying to get an ETA on Joel.
So look,
ETA on Joel. I'm
Besides that odd encounter, you're doing a lot, and you've been around for a while.
Yep. Still looking young. What's up?
I mean, hey, congrats, by the way. That's
Collagen
phenomenal.
pills. I take a lot of collagen pills.
Is that the secret?
It's the secret. And I actually haven't taken them in 2 days, so I might be looking a little rusty right now.
Rusty. Like I literally see iron oxide on you. Chemical formula for
turning
rust.
brown.
Did physics.
Yeah, I
and-
love your laugh. Your laugh is
you.
just.
Can we talk about
it's
this laugh?
just incredible.
Please?
Best thing.
Like, because I think it's one of those things where it's like a love or hate thing.
Yeah.
Like people are either like, I can't stand that shit. For
If
me,
they can't stand it, they're miserable.
100%.
Yeah, they also
When I-
support Donald Trump.
I'm not going to say anything on that.
Scientifically
But
proven.
I hate to say it, but it's really the truth. Every time I go to a hater's page, it's usually like their bio is like God first, or like they have like a scripture from the Bible. I'm like, okay, and why are you hating on me if you're so godly? Or it'll say like
like
Trump,
MAGA.
make America great again. Every hater, every single one.
that I can agree with because
No,
a
it's
lot of
crazy.
my haters have 2 followers. They're a chicken or the egg on
They
Twitter.
haven't made a profile picture
default, and they have MAGA 2020 as their shit in their bio, and I'm like, I'm fucked. But yo, your laugh, like when you laugh right now on the set, it makes me laugh.
Thank you.
Automatically.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the reason you caught so hard, especially after Robin Big and Fantasy Factory.
I wasn't on Robin Big.
I didn't say you were.
I was a fan of Robin Big.
No, I think he just said.
No, I messed up. No, as soon as I said it, I was like, fuck. But listen. I gotta know. Were you actually a secretary for Rob on Fantasy Factory? No, don't break my heart. Oh,
I wasn't. But it's funny because I was a real receptionist at a real estate company. I actually worked in a home office like right up the street from here before I was on there. So I was used to being a receptionist. Like people like the UPS guy would come in and he'd be like, can you sign for a package? And I'd like look around like, all right, sure, I guess I can. And I'd like sign for the package, bring it upstairs and they're like, dude, Chanel, you don't have to do this. I'm like, there was nobody there and I was at the desk. Like obviously I'm going to bring you guys the package.
So did they hire you as an actor?
Basically, so when I met Rob, I was on my MySpace grind. This makes me sound old, I know. I was on my MySpace music grind, and I was starting to pop off on the MySpace music. I was independent artist, and I was like up there, you know, like I was like working my way up on the independent
Because you
artist.
started with music, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
I've been doing music my whole life,
Yeah,
and
we'll get into it. I want to talk about it.
and so basically through MySpace, I somehow got connected with Rob's cousins, his friends. Anyways, long story.
Drama?
Yeah, through Drama.
Oh, we love drama.
Oh yeah, we've
Yes.
had him on.
And so
Businessman extraordinaire now.
yes. And so through Drama, I then met Rob and Rob knew I was a rapper and like pursuing it. And so he asked me, he's like, do you want to be on an episode of my new show? And I'm like, doing what? And he's like, okay, so I need a receptionist because he's like, we have all these guests who come on the show and we need a segue. He goes, they can't just pop up. He's like, so it would be great to have like a receptionist to walk them in.
Yeah.
And he goes, and we were thinking, he's like, we're going to do this viral video with Carl's Jr. and we could have you rap in it. And I was like, so I get to rap on TV? He's like, yeah. I was like, I'm down. Let's go. I'm
Wow.
down. Anything to do with my music, I'm down to do it.
Yeah.
So I came, and I was like, should I dress like a receptionist? I literally dressed like extra. I literally was like wearing like a high-waisted like skirt with like suspenders.
Hillary Clinton grinds.
With a collared shirt, like
Fire.
super
Fire.
hot receptionist vibe. And I came and then I rapped in the viral video, but it didn't even make it to TV, the scene of me rapping. And then at the end of that day, Rob's like, do you want to do this permanently? And I was very confused. I'm like, do what exactly permanently? I'm like, be a fake receptionist?
yeah.
Or do you want me to really work here? And he's like, no, it'd be fake. Like, he's like, you'd be doing like this fake receptionist thing every day.
Wow.
And they had already negotiated contracts with MTV. So Rob was like, what'd you get paid at your old job at the real estate company? I told him, he's like, all right, I'll pay you that. So I literally was a fake receptionist working for my old real receptionist pay. And
Whoa.
Fire.
yeah. And I was like, at first I would hang out a lot. And I was like just sitting around a lot. And then I think the more they got me in scenes and realized like I was actually funny and stuff, then they started putting me in more stuff. But I did a lot of sitting around, let's just say.
I always tell people to be careful before they like move to LA, like to like chase their dreams. But like her story is like not that far off so many other people's stories in the city. Like you just end up in the weirdest
Yeah. So
situations
weird,
with the
so
weirdest people. And they're
weird.
like, hey, how much are you making in life? And you just make up a number. They're like, oh yeah, I can give you that. Just be a fake fucking wall behind my set. Stand there. It literally happens. I'm not kidding.
What do you think about you was special to get you in that door?
Was it? Yeah, because you were
You know-
homies with Rob, right?
Yeah. So he even told me this recently at a meeting. He was talking about the day we first met, and this is my first time hearing it from his perspective. And he said he admitted to me that I didn't know Drama and like some of his boys, whatever, Big Cat, his brother, that they had kind of said about me to Rob. They're like, oh, this girl thinks she's a rapper, and like, all right, they're talking shit on me like, oh, she thinks she's a rapper, like. I'm a rapper, bro. I've been doing this since I was at the lunch tables at Taft High School down the street. I dropped out of Taft High School to be a rapper.
You dropped out of high school?
Yeah, I dropped out of high school and started working at a real estate company though. I was a hustler, so even though I dropped out of school, I was like, I'm going to work my ass off and get to where I want to be. But yeah, so they had told Rob, they're like, oh, she thinks she's a rapper. And Rob's experience of meeting me, he's like, I met her and I was in my head, I'm like, nah, she's pretty rappy. She's a rapper. He's like, this is who she is, And so I think I was just being like really myself and I was being funny that night. When I first met Rob, he kept laughing at me. And I'm like, why is he? I'm like, yo, this is Rob Dyrdek. Like, this guy's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I guess I didn't ever realize how funny I was. I just like say, like, I'm very blunt. I will just say what's on my mind. Things roll off my tongue and then people start laughing. So I think that's what he liked about me was that he saw I don't really hold back and I just like go for it. I just say what's on my mind. And he was like, this girl, he even said, he's like, when he saw me, he's like, this could be a character. This could be a character on our show. And they already were thinking about getting a female to be the receptionist. So it just like, it like all kind of fell together.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, you quickly became a fan favorite.
Thank
Because
you.
then he pulled you to Ridiculousness too, like the spinoff show, which is crazy. That show's been on for 8 years. It's
15 seasons.
It's probably one of the most successful shows on MTV.
It is,
It's a
but they act
great
like it's
show.
not.
What do you mean that you don't get paid a
Dude,
lot?
no.
I mean, what's good MTV?
MTV, like, yo.
I always look
Pay
at the
up.
like the agent
I love
and
MTV.
shit
No,
when
they-
someone they start talking
Pay up,
freely.
bro.
They pay good, but even like, some people who work on the show the other day, they were like, it's crazy. Like MTV doesn't act like you guys are like the #1 show. It's very weird. I think it's because that we're just like so naturally successful. They don't feel the need to like do anything to hype us or anything. You see with the Hills and Jersey Shore, these big like, marketing push, and you never see that with Ridiculous. We just kind of pop up.
Yeah,
you know
true,
what I mean?
true.
So-
How hard are y'all working to make that show happen?
I don't know if we're working soon. I don't know. It's like today we film 3 episodes a day. It's very fast. For me, I'm probably the one working the hardest because I'm a girl who has to change massive amounts of makeup, clothes, nipple pasties, earrings, this, that.
pasties.
No, it's crazy. And like you can my cousin, this is her first time seeing it. She's visiting.
Which one is that?
Right over there holding my dog.
Hey, good to
the
see you,
small
by the way.
dog.
Also, that dog.
Show the dog.
I'm worried. I am concerned. I'm not sure. He's like a zombie version of Jif Palm.
Yeah. I was talking before the show. That could easily be the second thing killed in this house.
No,
by our
Or
dog.
by the way, the second thing to kill in this. That I don't know if he's gonna. He
That's
looks
what I was
like he
gonna
can
say.
terrorize
He's a killer.
anything. Yeah.
No, he's a killer.
He's a
but
demon.
anyways, the hardest part is like literally changing between the episodes. I got like 5 minutes. It's like a NASCAR pit stop. I literally just like lift my arms out and like there's like 10 people like,
really?
like stripping down my clothes, like touching up my makeup. I'm just like, get me ready.
Wow. No, I
Yeah.
know what that's like. Production's like that though. And as far as Rob, does he choose the clips or what's the actual?
This
Or does
is-
he just show up and?
No, he doesn't
Show
choose
me.
the
Blow
clips. I actually always wondered. And then my friend had this like dinner thing. She's a chef. And there was like some random girl there and she goes, so funny. My husband's the one who picks the clips. I said, what?
Shut up. Oh no.
I was some random girl at this like dinner party we had. And so apparently there's like a couple people who they just sit there and go through massive
Yeah,
amounts
like
of clips.
thousands of hours of footage.
And-
Just go
and they
through the
pick
depths
them.
of the internet.
Yeah.
All the clips that aren't supposed to be sent in. Oh, because they just scour the internet. Like they don't.
Yeah,
you
you're
guys
not
don't
allowed
accept,
to send it.
right?
No,
Okay.
but I'm
Right.
convinced that there's 10 times more of these videos on the internet because of our show. I think so many people purposely try to get these viral moments because they're like, let's get on ridiculousness.
They say not to do that. Like Jackass
And
opens
our
up like you say
So
like
do they.
don't- do not try to be like funny or do any stunts.
We won't open
Yeah, I mean
it.
that's
Yeah.
how that's parents tell kids not to drink, not to smoke. Like, it makes them want to do it more.
more.
Yeah.
I mean, like, don't
Exactly.
Spencer. Don't look at the ceiling right now.
I'm gonna look where I want to look.
Oh no, I was telling you, it didn't work.
Moves out of the house once. Sass is the co-host.
You want to go, bro?
Damn.
You want to go?
It didn't work.
You know, Spencer's been our roommate for like a year and a half, 2 years now, and he just moved out the other day to go ruin his life with his girlfriend. Hey, Danny, Joel's here. I can't believe it. Can you go let him in?
Wow.
Oh my God, he got here that fast?
Yeah, I told you he was down the street.
Wait.
Oh my God.
This is amazing. And so wait, this is funny because me and Joel are the number neighbors.
Number neighbors.
So like now we're like having like
Whoa,
a real
wow.
viral moment.
Wow.
That's so.
This is
weird.
about
I love
to
that
be deep.
Joel just worked his way into being a guest on the show. Like, oh shoot, I think
Hey, he's actually cool though. If I remember correctly, he was an Asian kid, and he was actually really chill. And I kind of had to put him in check for a second, like not be a fanboy, but
Yeah, what's going on outside? Is there a
what the
sailboat?
fuck
is
is
somebody
going
making
on,
a
dude?
sailboat?
Speaking of sailboat, well, shoot, I can't invite everybody, but I'm having a birthday single release party September 1st on a yacht leaving Long Beach. Okay. You have to be willing to stay on the yacht for the whole party because you can't jump off.
Yeah,
so.
facts.
We
Yeah,
just
facts.
did that, by the way. And so the reason Chanel's on the show right now is because I saw her at a yacht party in Miami.
Oh.
For Swisher Suites.
So you're a fan of yachts.
Another plug. And I'm like, at first I didn't even know it was you because at this time you had like blue hair or
Yes.
some shit or silver. And I was like, that chick's hot, but I don't know who it is. And then somebody was like, I think that's Chanel. And I was like, yo, Chanel, I think I met you another time or some shit. You should come on our show. And then one thing led to another. And here you are. But yeah, more yachts, huh?
When Mike
Yeah.
approaches you, oh God. Yeah, I can't fucking believe this.
Holy shit.
He's so tall and he brought a crew.
Hey, Joel, come here,
He's
brother.
got the fucking Duke shirt on, dude.
Joel, you're my number
He brought his
neighbor.
goons.
Did you know
Yes.
this?
Really?
How many texts have you got? Have you got any where people thought it was me?
No.
Sit right
never.
here, bro.
No way. Well, we have basically the same number except for the last digit. So
like,
now you can contact me whenever you want if you can guess the last digit.
Okay, I think I can do that. One up, one down. Pretty good stuff.
Yo, what the fuck is that? This is
Yeah.
probably the weirdest moment we've had
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
show.
weird for me too.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet
Hey,
you. Sorry, my hands are a little
nice to meet
clammy.
you in
My
real
bad.
life.
Well, the chances that you're here, bro, I wasn't even
Yeah.
gonna text you. You know, the only reason I texted you,
Why?
by the way, do you remember what I sent you today?
Period.
A period.
A
You know
period.
what? You know why? it was to just bring the text to the top of my feed so I could then record it and show it on the podcast.
Shoot.
And like, no offense, bro. I was just I don't know. I wasn't planning on hitting you up.
It's all good.
It was like Chanel's coming on.
Do you play lacrosse at Duke?
I do not. That's kind of
I thought you were a
hot,
lax
hot
pro.
take. Yeah, no. no.
Hey, this is hilarious.
Joel, I gotta ask you this. Are you a Logan Paul fan?
I knew who he was.
You can be honest.
Because here's why I ask.
Yeah.
We have these people that watch our show. They're called fans, and they've been watching Logan since they were like 6 and shit.
Okay.
And these people would probably kill someone to come on the show. Literally.
People have told me, they're like, give me the number. Like,
yo, I'm sure.
I will give you money.
Oh
dude.
shit, for real?
Yeah, they're like, I'll
about
give
to
you
get
money.
beat up
And I was
for
like,
it.
and he told me not to. I mean, I gave him my word.
Mad respect. Because we were on FaceTime and I was like,
my
and
God,
you seem like a cool guy.
Yeah, dude, I just came back from
by
my
the way-
friend's birthday party. I was like,
There we go.
I mean, I might as well FaceTime this random number.
Fuck it. Do you have any questions for Chanel West Coast? I mean, we got her in the house right now.
Wait, so were you like feeling bad when he didn't text you? And then he texted me instead. You were
No.
like,
She
doesn't
where's my
remember.
shit?
She doesn't remember. She was me too
I
and some
don't-
guy that night.
Oh.
It's a long story. Okay.
She was Weinstein and somebody
But no,
else.
I actually wondered why you didn't hit me up. I was like, oh, you never hit me up. I guess they don't want me on the podcast.
I thought it was a costume party that someone was pretending to be you. I thought it was a costume party, and I was like, oh, somebody's dressed up as Logan Paul, maybe. I was like,
hilarious.
someone clearly has the wrong number, but let me just keep texting him, you know?
Bro,
Hey, you were kind of flirting with him.
I was.
That was a little weird, bro.
I was.
We thought you were a chick.
I thought.
why'd you heart my name and then send the monkey with the hands covering his
Did you
eyes?
think
I
it might
thought
have
it
been
was
a
the
girl?
costume party, dude. But
So you're just being cute with it.
I was being cute with it, you know,
Okay.
trying to keep the combo going a little bit. Just a little bit, you know.
Wait, you guys, I don't know about all of you, but I really think that we need Joel. Do you have Instagram?
I do.
Okay, he needs to become like virally famous for
Joel
this.
T.
Like
Kim,
Joel
bro.
needs to become like, you just need to go and pop up on random people's podcasts now. Just like,
Yeah.
Podcast guy?
yeah, the podcast, Joel the podcast guy.
Joel podcast guy.
Social. Mess with it.
Yeah, number neighbor Joel.
Yeah. It's like that Captain America number neighbor. You're my Captain America.
Yeah, that was
No,
fake.
we just
though.
talked about that.
Oh, was
Joel,
that
It's
fake?
fake. It's fake.
Joe, is there anything special about you, or are you just a guy?
I have a dog.
That's
Holy shit.
tight.
You don't fucking say, Joel.
He's pretty good though. He's amazing.
What kind of dog is that?
So we
Joel
bought
is
him.
kinda epic.
We got him off Craigslist. He was supposed to be a purebred King Charles Cavalier Spaniel, which is like a 10-pound lap dog. So we got him off Craigslist though, and then he kept growing. So now he is
Welcome
60
to
pounds.
Craigslist.
He is 60 pounds.
Did you
and
get
so
your
now he's not a purebred.
mutant zombie Pomeranian off Craigslist.
Oh
No.
my God, dude.
I
You
walked
know
by
what though? I didn't. My ex-boyfriend, XXX, Super X, might have
Triple
got him
X.
might have got him off Craigslist. That's something.
Chanel, you've talked twice now about.
I have
your-
horrible
your exes.
ex-boyfriends.
How many you got?
Sucks.
I think I just have bad taste at this point because, yeah, I don't know.
Do you have a type?
I don't have a type. The type is you have to be entertaining. Like I can't stand like honestly like I've met my share of like hot guys, you know, like very successful, you know, oh maybe an athlete
Flex.
or this, but and yeah, you know, a few popping people try to get at me and then they're like they're so boring. I'm
Do
like,
you want to go to dinner with me? Yo, by the way, you went to ask her what it was like to have a moron like me walk up to her.
I wanna know.
And I can explain slightly and she can jump in, but I didn't go up and be like, hi, Chanel, good to meet you. I said some dumb shit and she started laughing. I was like, here we go. It's like, yo, I automatically go to that humor because it fucking works.
Well, for girls like me, like who-
Yeah.
I think it's girls who have no disrespect. I mean, I'm sure all of the girls in this room, we all can appreciate a good sense of humor, but there's a lot of girls who like those things don't matter to them, and I'm just like, what's wrong with you?
What,
Like,
humor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the only reason Mike gets laid.
Facts.
The
No.
the
and,
sole
mozzarella,
reason.
and mozzarella
it's a
sticks.
very important
And
thing for
mozzarella
me.
sticks, that's
No,
it.
like you have to. I mean, let's be honest. I laugh at everything. If you can't make me laugh, you're a
You're out.
dud.
You're a psychopath.
Yes.
You're,
Hey, but-
you're a zombie palm.
Why didn't you reply to my word hunt though?
Bro, I forgot this kid sent me one of those games.
Yo, word hunt is my only talent, but I'm really good at really good at
Yo,
word hunt.
look, he sent me one of these games.
I'm really good at word hunt though.
Andy's got a dog, bro.
Yo.
Holy
I'm
shit.
so, Joel. I think me and Joel should just start our own podcast
I think we
together.
should.
Number
I think we
neighbors.
should. Number-
Called Number
Wow,
Neighbors.
that's big. I'm in.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
That'll pop
You
for like
two start a podcast?
Yeah,
Number neighbors.
Number
That'd be
neighbors. And then
fucking
what if we just
hilarious.
bring a bunch of people on who are number neighbors?
Number neighbors with celebrities.
Oh,
Look, I think
I think it'll go.
Yo,
I think it'll go viral.
I'll give you guys. Let's just team up and do this. I think we got
Let me get
something.
equity
I think there's
stake.
something
Yeah, I was
here.
just
We're not
gonna
trying to
say.
put you out of business. We know you're the number one podcast
just-
here.
hey,
We're trying to be
facts.
number 2. Okay.
Number two.
Yeah, we're not worried.
Bro, I
Podcast
actually
neighbor.
can't believe this. I've never played this game, Word Hunt. That's your shit?
It's yeah.
He said that's my talent.
You play with your
Do I
boy?
Word Hunts?
You play with your boy over there?
Oh yeah.
Yo,
That's
yo.
how I got good. I used to train with him English class.
Yo,
Damn.
how's Duke, bro? I got
Duke is fun. It's a really good time.
What year are you at?
I'm gonna be a sophomore, so just
Okay.
finished up my first
Did you
summer.
pull
yeah.
mad tail your freshman year out there?
You been partying, man? Come on, be honest.
I went to a few. I saw Zion at a few things.
There we go.
Zion's a pretty cool guy.
Did you
Nice.
finish high school?
Yeah. So
Chanel
Obviously.
didn't. Did you get your GED? I want to
Obviously,
talk about it. It's a
Duke.
thing. Like that's a bold
Well,
ass decision.
I was in homeschool and I had to take like some test for a diploma, which was probably the easiest test I've ever taken in my life. And I feel like it might have not been a real website, but I do have a diploma somewhere. Yeah, but I was already working. Like literally, like the second I could work, I started working. I didn't stop. And I think that's why my mom also was like, kind of like whatever, because she was like, well, she's working her ass off. She pays her own bills.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to do? Complain?
yeah.
It's hard to argue with those dollars coming in.
Yeah, like I was just always, I'm a hustler. Like I was like, as soon as I literally 15 hit, I'm like, where's my work permit? I gotta go.
That's awesome.
But were you ever afraid that like things weren't gonna work out? Like,
No.
did you have dreams to become like Chanel West Coast? What's your last name's not West Coast?
No, and Chanel's my middle name.
Jesus
You're
Christ.
not even a real.
Who even are you?
It's all
Who even are you? No, I knew since I was little. Well, I was a dancer my whole life. I was always a performer. Like I was in performing arts. Actually, when I was 11, I did a hip hop dance scene in this like heavy metal music video. That sounds super weird.
Yeah,
But
sounds kind of dope.
I was like the lead. So basically, it's like a
Is
heavy.
this still floating on the internet?
Yeah, it is. So
like
for this
E-Town
band,
Concrete
listen,
or
for
some
this
shit.
band,
Big Hot
they're
Topic
called,
girl.
This band called Amen. The song is called Price of Reality, and I'm the lead girl in the video. I'm like a little like demonic Catholic schoolgirl.
Yep.
And I actually
see
start
it.
the video by swinging on a wrecking ball. Did it way before Miley.
Wow.
And then I'm doing a hip hop dance with machine guns. Ironically, where that was filmed is the exact studio we film Ridiculousness now.
Shut up.
Yes.
This is-
What the?
the circles here that are taking place
That's
today.
little
is-
me.
Whoa. I see the resemblance.
Demon.
Look, swinging on the
demon
wrecking
child.
ball. No, watch. And we do.
Oh my God. That
We do like a whole dance with machine guns, and this was filmed at the very studio I film Ridiculousness now.
That is so crazy.
Yes, so it's
Oh
so
my
funny
God.
because it's like I know a lot of people, especially in the audience, are probably like, "Oh, this is just the girl who laughs on the couch." And in my head, I'm like, "Dude, I've been freaking performing my ass off at this very sound stage since I was a kid." You know what I mean?
It's like almost like a Korn video or like Limp Bizkit. I feel like
My
the
mom
only
was
thing,
friends with the band Korn too. Like,
Really?
my mom was in the rock scene, so she was friends with a lot of these rock bands.
I feel like the only thing missing is that demonic dog. Like it should run out in this video right now
Little
and just start
Pomeranian.
tearing someone's
No, it's
loins
a
off.
sick video. You should fast forward to the part where we do the dance with the machine guns. That's the sickest part.
The machine gun.
Yeah, it's like it's in there somewhere.
Is it?
Looks like somebody's he's in the middle of a meat locker there.
I feel like.
Is that a horse ribcage?
I feel like it might
Yeah,
be-
is that-
is that the rib cage?
Yeah, maybe we don't. Maybe we
Oh,
don't
it's,
try
it's
this.
probably
Yeah.
towards the end. Like, go back a little. Oh, right there, right there. Go back a little.
Shit.
Yeah, right there. And I'm the lead one right in the front.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God.
it's rocking. What
Hey, this is where the video gets age gated and flagged.
appears to be an Uzi.
Demonetized.
You know what people don't think about is like production is in general can get weird. Like you do weird things on set. So imagine the head of costume and art and the props handing a 9-year-old a machine gun. And
Jeez.
Yeah,
they're like, and this is how you have to dance, by the way, in Scottish garb.
Oh no, they didn't tell us about the machine guns till like the last minute
That's
of the
the
dance.
hey, by the way, that's the secret. That's the key. When you
Yeah.
want to do shit that's a little edgy, like maybe it's not the key. This is maybe a horrible way to do it. But like I've had to do like, especially with airplane mode. By the way, if you haven't seen it, go see it on iTunes, and that's probably it. We had the actors like say some fucked up shit, and you don't tell them until like they're in the moment,
squeeze it
in
in.
the zone, and
Yeah.
like
Like
they'll
I would
do it, bro.
Like I would have liked to have seen the like contract that they gave your mom for that. It was probably like, oh, she'll be dressed as a Catholic girl doing
mom-
a school dance. Meanwhile, they're loading up an Uzi for her to
No,
carry
my
around a
mom-
fucking meat locker.
She did not care. I remember my mom like yesterday, like I was like sleeping in trance. She's like, get up, you have another shot. And I'm like, it's 2 a.m. She's like, I don't care. You gotta finish. No, like she was like, a little bit, she was trying to be the momager back then. I think that's probably why as a kid I was like, get me out of here. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I always knew I wanted to be a performer.
So you were so dancing, rapping,
Dancing, singing.
When you said you were a hustler, did you start with like multiple different flows, like different like rapping, singing, dancing, just in case one went down? Because that's how I always hustled, was have a million different things, and then one of them pops off, then the next one pops off. You know, like backups.
I didn't know. I was singing since I was little. Like I was in choir, you know, and I just didn't really know how to write a singing song. Like I attempted to a couple times, and it was like, I don't know where to begin. Like I can write singing melodies, but like the type of songs I can sing, like a Mariah Carey song or something, I'm like, I don't know where to begin to write all these melodies. And I wrote poetry since I was little. So I'm like, poetry over a beat, I could do that. That's not rocket science. So I literally just started writing raps, and I would start rapping them for my friends. And my friends were like giving me such a good reaction at first. They're like, holy shit, like you're pretty good. And I just stuck with it, and I kept going. And then through working with a ton of producers, they started to be like, yo, can you sing? I was like, yeah, I could sing, but like I need a little help with the songwriting on the singing part. So
Can we play one of your tracks right now?
yeah, play all of them.
This is the newest one.
Old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
Okay, and let's put it out here really quick before this, you guys. So obviously, it's very similar to the vibe to Old Town Road of the video. It's called Old Fashioned. I wrote this song a year before I ever heard Old Town Road. And I was actually one of the first people bumping Old Town Road. But I remember I saw a pair of cowboy boots on some clothing website. And I'm like, I have this weird feeling the whole Western thing is going to come back in. I'm Chanel West Coast. I was like, let's do like a wild West Coast type thing. And so I was in the studio working with my producer and songwriter. And I'm like, let's write something that's like a hip hop song, but still like Wild West.
Yeah, fire.
Way before Old Town
Visionary.
Road. Just putting it out there.
Visionary.
Look at this. Look at that screen grab. Like that confidence.
I mean, damn.
You just knew what you were about to do.
It was a fun video to shoot. Very hot.
Please don't copyright strike me, please.
I'm independent. You're all good.
Hey, there we go.
Oh shit.
Gin and juice, yeah. Vintage coupe,
I could
yeah.
have used a better tan
If you
for
rude,
this.
feel the spur in my boots, yeah.
I was a little pale.
Hear my 2 cents.
This
Y'all
is before the yacht.
nuisance. See me moving, must be why you caboosing. Too fake. I could see the hate, it's not new. Not new. If I don't like you, I'm gon' say. Don't be afraid if I do. I do. Don't take me up my road, I'll let you know.
Damn.
Act like I let it go.
I killed myself.
I'm just killing people.
Till I keep it so old fashioned. They quote me like I'm a closed caption.
Hey, this is dope.
Thank
What was the
you.
budget for this? Can you say?
Honestly, it looks way more expensive than it was.
Yeah, it really
Let's
does.
just leave it at that.
I bet your DP was dope. Either your DP or your director like knew what he was doing.
Yes.
Damn, you got like dust coming up and everything.
So as an independent artist, like how do you produce a music video like this?
Honestly, so it's so funny. Like, so I started to think like maybe I was meant to be more of like a director or producer, because when I write songs, I'm already thinking about the music video. I literally write like, oh, and then this should happen. And everybody's always like, dude, like it doesn't have to. What if the song doesn't have a music video? Not every song has a music video. But I just like think so visually.
You're
so,
a storyteller.
Exactly. Yeah. So all my music videos came from my mind. Like there's not one that somebody else came up with. Like every single video, like even if it's not me getting the credit for directing, like I'm being like, this is what I want to do. This is my vision. And the director really helps me bring it to life pretty much.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Must be nice, yo. Hey, do you think rapping is a inherent talent, or can you learn it over the years? Like, does Jake Paul have a chance to like become Drake?
I think that if you have rhythm and if you know how to be on beat, then you can learn how to rap.
But isn't there something in like
Water.
the water? Is there something in like the way your voice sounds that you're kind of just born with?
Yeah, no, I think that's very true.
Swag? Like
I think
swag?
it's your tone of voice. Well, a producer I used to work with told me that, and that was the reason. Like he signed me. He was like, "Tone of voice is everything." There's a million great singers. There's a million great rappers. Like, who cares? Everybody can freaking sing and rap if you really put your mind to it. But it's that unique tone of voice that makes you stand out.
Hear that?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's why I'm a pop. I swear to God, what you just said. I wasn't born a singer, yo, but man, this tone when I hit that fucking pocket is water, bro.
Yo, if you sound unique and like somebody's like, yo, like that's Logan, that's what you need. That's all you need is
Yeah.
for people to recognize you. Because there's so many people who are popping, and I'm not gonna say names. There's a couple huge artists that they'll have a new song and I'm like, who is this? And I still don't recognize them, and they've had like a million hits already.
Do you have I've been seeing
a
this
fact.
like list lately of like the top 50 rappers. Like people have been doing the top 50. People have been asking me like, yo, who's your top 50? I don't have time for that shit. But what are your top 3 all time?
Tupac, Eminem, Lil Wayne.
All right,
Ooh.
nice.
Solid.
So I would have Jay-Z up there, but
If you
You're
said
fine.
4, I would
Yeah.
have put Jay-Z,
Jay
but
at 4.
Wayne gave me a cosign, and he 100% is always at the top.
top
of my
3,
list.
he can't fall off.
He's biased.
What's it gonna take for you to put one of these new guys in there? Like when is Shoreline Mafia or like Juice WRLD or like Uzi gonna get, like, are they anywhere near that? Like, what are your thoughts on the new wave of like hip hop?
I don't want to say my thoughts on the new wave.
No,
of
we've
hip-hop.
been-
Especially because I'm so slept on and people are like, why is she talking shit, bitch? You don't have a song on the top of the charts. I don't yet because people are sleeping on me.
Facts.
But
When are they gonna stop sleeping on you?
Or
maybe,
wake up.
Maybe when, maybe when I have, that's the same thing. Stop sleeping and wake up.
listening, bro.
It's the same
She's
thing.
crushing it. She's a good listener.
Good listener.
I think, well, maybe after these next 2 singles I'm dropping, I think they're super fire. I think after these next 2 people are going to really start to pay attention. But where do we begin with this question?
It was just
The new
like
wave.
When are those coming out, by the way? The 20th, right? And
Yeah, August 20th is my song I Be Like featuring Dax. Super dope.
Oh, we had
wait,
him
Dax
on.
Dax?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dax.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
my guy.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's-
we had him on. He's dope as fuck.
Yeah, he's super fire.
How many songs do you have out right now total from like the beginning of your career?
I don't even know. A lot. There's a lot. I mean, my music's really slept on. I probably have like hundreds, but yeah, I don't know.
Wait, can I shout out my boy? He raps. He's in the new
Shut the
wave.
fucking way.
He's
You
in the
gotta
new
be
wave.
shitting me,
He is
dude.
in the new wave.
No way,
This is
dude.
Ice Cold King.
Yo,
Hey, you're the Ice
Wow.
Cold King?
It's very
You want to
cold.
come drop?
Very
You want to
royal.
drop a bar, dude? This is your chance, dude. No, now you do not come
We
on.
gotta do a song
When you get a
together.
chance to come on the fucking #1 show in the world and you say, oh man, I don't
Is
know.
his name the Ice Cold King?
His name is Isaiah, but his ad is the real Ice Cold King. hit him a follow.
Hey, what makes you so ice cold, bro?
Dude, I think you need to turn on the
I think it's
heater,
because you
man.
got
It's a
cold
little
feet
bit
because you
cold
won't come
right
on
now.
and
His
Impulsive,
answer
bro.
to both questions we asked him was the same.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
man. he went southern on us.
Had the twang.
That's
I
great.
like-
Joe, can you
him.
throw some bars down?
I sing more than I rap. I was in an acapella group, but
nice.
yeah.
Oh, not this
What's
fucking
this?
beat
What's
again,
it?
dude.
Oh, is it the beat?
No, we are not.
The same
I don't
beat.
know if I'm on
A
this
freestyle
today,
beat.
dude.
Can we get another beat?
That's what we got. though. As soon as I hear it, I think of Hi, my name is T automatically.
Oh, there are
dude.
headphones. Okay, I was like, what beat? am I missing something?
Poor Joel can't hear anything.
It happens. It
he
happens.
doesn't have headphones.
Where's the beat?
Hey, what's going through your mind right now? I gotta know, bro.
Yeah, you're,
I don't know, I'm
you're
kinda-
cool as a cucumber. Over there.
Kind of just. I was just at the Brian Shaved Ice in Tarzana where I used to work, eating some shaved ice.
Yeah, just free brand plug.
Why
no
did you
problem
text me
there.
and ask me, by the way, if my brother got Uber
Yo,
Eats
because
from
we
there?
get Uber Eats from Jake P. Like the orders from Jake P. Like all the time. So we're like, and I feel like I've seen him eat ice somewhere, and I was like, yo, maybe that's him. Maybe that's him.
Basically, what you're saying is you put 2 and 2 together.
Basically, yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
dude.
Add
Nice.
the math.
Classic algorithm right there.
That is so
I feel
funny.
like I've seen Jake eat ice.
I feel like I've seen Jakey
Jake
Ice and that
Ice.
last initial P. It has to make sense. It just has to.
Wait a minute.
All right, Joel, it's your God. Can I ask you, Chanel, about your dating life? Because you said X, you said XX, and I'm pretty sure eventually you get the triple X. How many X's do you have? Why you dating the wrong dudes?
Too many. I don't know. I think also one of my problems is I might I don't know, intimidate people or something.
You?
I just care more about my career than anything, and I think sometimes a guy becomes aware of that, and they're just like, "I'm out of here."
Well, she has a
I'm the
big,
same way.
you have a big personality too.
Thank
you know what I'm
you.
saying? I feel like a lot of dude, there are dudes out there that are probably intimidated by that shit.
Yeah, I will talk back. I will put you in your place.
Let's go.
That's dope though. That's dope.
But I'm also cool, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm a chill girl too, you know? Like I'm not like I don't want to sound like I'm like that crazy bitchy girl.
Well, guys on our end, we call that, no offense, but we call that crazy.
No, but bro, but like, okay. Hey, for me though, I need if we're gonna call that crazy, like I need a crazy chick. Like
chick.
I need a chick to fuck me up.
Spencer's chick.
Yeah, she's
Fuck
crazy.
you, Spencer.
Hey,
You
she is crazy. She's crazy. I think I said this once in the podcast. I was just watching Spencer and Angel interact because like Spencer in love is the weirdest thing to me. And she comes up behind him and she whispers in his ear, only to Spencer, so no one else could hear. She goes, "You're a little bitch."
No, she says, "You're my bitch."
Oh, it's even worse.
Bro, I was
Possessive ownership.
Bro, I
Way
just get
worse.
so jealous, bro. Like I want to be
kinda
someone's bitch, dog. Fuck.
It's kind of hot. It is.
Have you ever had a dude like walk on you and like you kept forgiving him over and over again and like he just and then he just like kept doing it and then one day you like went in a bathroom in Vegas and he was banging another chick
No, okay.
and you still forgave him.
No, I definitely have had
it's
guys who
common.
I just made that up. Sorry, it's off the top of
It's
the
okay.
head.
He's like, I'm just spitting out random questions and I don't even care what your answer is. No, yeah, definitely giving guys to me. I think that's also why I'm starting to be like, not more of a bitch, but like I think I've been too nice in the past. Like I'm such a cool girl that it's like, okay, now this guy thinks he can just do whatever he wants. So you can't do whatever you want in a relationship with me. Like I will give you freedom and like, you know, like out of sight, out of mind type thing. But like if you're like going ham, like and showing no respect, like I can't deal with that. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like I'm, like I just said, out of sight, out of mind. And then if you go and have a full on affair, you're really stepping over your boundaries. Like you could have had a one night stand in Vegas and we would have never known, but you had to have a whole relationship with another bitch. And now it's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
So you're not you're cool with like short-term cheating, but not long.
No, I'm not cool with any cheating.
Okay.
But the point is like I'm a very chill person, and I think that that has led people to maybe walking on me a little bit.
Yo, is our generation becoming more cool with cheating? Is that a thing?
Absolutely.
No, it's not. I don't think that people are cool with cheating. I think that we've just kind of learned that everybody does it and how to deal with it.
See, I don't
That's a
believe
horrible
that.
outlook.
I think they
I don't-
rebranded cheating.
That's
What'd you say?
terrible.
They rebranded cheating to open
Oh.
relationships, which is also interesting.
I love
Good
Joel.
rebrand. Yeah,
He
bro,
said
you-
they
you're hired.
rebranded cheating.
They rebranded cheating.
Yeah, but that
who?
Yeah, but
Just
who's
like
they?
society?
The culture, man.
The culture.
It's always the culture.
Wow. So open relationships essentially are, you're saying it's a form of cheating.
No, open relationships
like
are,
people would
are
cheat.
cheat proof. Like, because if
I
you're
guess
in an
so,
open
yeah,
relationship,
yeah.
you can't cheat. And I think what he's saying is like that depends on what kind of relationship you're in. Because if you're in a actual relationship that's not an open relationship, then you shouldn't cheat.
Could you do an open relationship?
I don't think so. I need to be your queen, your number one. And if I know that I'm your queen and number one, like, then I'm good. I'm cool.
You don't want your mans out there having another slam piece.
No.
It's just
Definitely not.
dude.
Definitely not.
the move.
But
And when did we stop calling open relationships fucking? Because that's what I call it. Like if it's weird
It's
when a girl.
different. It's different.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Well, it was
I
like
don't understand what
it was
the
like
difference is.
Was it the Sins when they came on? Remember how they said like they have to have permission,
oh yeah.
or they can't. You
yeah,
know, they can't lie.
The Johnny Sins couple.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think it's
But they're also porn stars.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's
this
true.
is-
Okay.
Kind of credibility.
I
goes
didn't
out
know
the
who we
window.
were talking about, but now that you said they're porn stars, I'm like, they're a little different.
all right, yo, we have a segment here. We do segments on the show.
Go ahead.
Let's do a segment.
There it is.
It's called.
They're fucking
Dylan's got the soundboard. It's called Swag or Nah. All right, so I'm gonna be honest. You got swag.
Thank you.
I'm like a pale white dude. Like sometimes I have swag. So I want you to give me advice on some stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Swag or nah. With Chanel West Coast. All right. Number one. Off-Whites. Off-White sneakers. Are you a fan of Off-White?
I'm a fan of Off-White, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I very much am, especially because Virgil Abloh followed my clothing line.
Oh, let's go.
LOL Cartel. Shout out to LOL Cartel dropping in Zoomies this month.
Oh, congratulations. That's
Amazing.
But yes, I am a fan of Off-White.
I was just gonna say, remember I had the ones with the tag on it? Banks cut the tag off the other day.
Intentionally?
Gone. Yeah, he took a knife and
Why
he said,
did he do that?
Because he
Menace.
just said, like, I'm done with him, dude. Like, I'm tired. I'm
I'ma
not-
be honest, bro.
I won't stand for this, dude. That's
Round
and,
of
and,
fucking
and I
applause
let
for
him.
you,
I let
Banks.
him. I sat there.
incredible.
Because I'll tell you
what's
what-
fucking good. That's inconvenient.
Inconvenient,
You know
that's
how
why.
many things I can get snagged on.
So many, and by the way, by the time he got to it, mine had been pulled. Like, it was so small in the loop section, and the little ticker on the end of it was so long, it was like killing
Oh, it's a
flies and
real
shit.
zip tie.
What you
Yeah.
gotta do
Yes,
is you gotta
yes.
take the end of the zip tie and tuck it into one of your laces, so
What?
then it rests down the front of your shoe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
so then
I
you
thought you
lose
were
the
going to say
style
tuck it in
around.
the shoe. I was like, that would hurt.
It still is really weird.
The whole point of these is to not be utilitarian. They got to be a fucking pain in the ass, a burden.
It's a conversation starter, man. People
All right, here we
walk in,
go.
they're like, "What's on your foot?"
Pajamas in LA, pajamas in clubs. I mean, like apparently people are doing this.
Pajamas and clubs?
I've seen it.
That's dope.
I've seen
I
it.
don't
I've seen
think
it
it's
right
that
now.
tight. Well, but especially because the floors in the clubs are so nasty, and then your pajamas, are like getting all that like grossness on the bottom of them. Like, I don't know.
I mean, that's Woody Harrelson.
I was just gonna say.
I think he can get away
Yeah.
with it if anybody can, but I don't think all of us should be rocking pajamas to the club. Like,
I was just gonna say, is it Pajamas in Club or Woody Harrelson in Pajamas in Clubs?
Yeah,
A huge difference. Huge. Oh, the first one, all Pajamas in Clubs. Okay.
Would they let you in?
They wear. I see guys in pajama pants all the
All
time.
right, fine.
Well, especially
They're
Woody
probably
Harrelson.
somebody on Woody Harrelson's level. Like,
Yeah.
I think if you're wearing pajamas in the club, you have a problem. You've been in this club way too much.
You're way woke than everyone else, and you're like, man, I don't really want to be here. I'd rather be asleep, and so I'm gonna combine the two.
Could be a psychopath, could not be.
I would say it's almost like he don't belong in that club. You know what I'm saying?
Like the Why Don't We song that you just plugged?
Yes.
So it's just from left field. Not a single person in this room would have understood that except me.
And the
Shout
fans.
out- shout out, Mike. There's no fans.
Fuck.
This one, I'm really gonna absorb what you say because this confuses me. And I'm so sorry, Jake, but these fake bulletproof vests that might be bulletproof. I mean, what's going on?
I'm more of a fan of real bulletproof vests.
Oh shit.
I think if you're gonna wear one, you should be like, somebody on like 50 Cent level or some, somebody who's like already been shot, like who needs the protection. Then it makes sense, and it's like okay.
But this is something I try to apply in my life often, especially when it comes to like sicknesses. Like I try to be preventative instead of reactive, right? So when you get sick, that's a bad time to take your wellness pills. You got to take them every day so you don't get sick. So maybe Jake is some sort of imminent threat is coming and he's preventing it with his bulletproof vest.
With like a layer of leather.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. What are you trying to prevent? A fashion faux pas? Like, is that what that fucking vest is for?
Underneath that whole vest is just sweat because those are like leather and thick as hell.
Yeah.
It's like literally you're just like keeping in the heat.
And chapstick too, probably. It probably holds chapstick or
You
something.
could hold, I mean, there's
something
many
handy.
pockets.
I mean, it has to be there for a purpose.
A Swedish fan made one of these for me when I was in Stockholm, and it's sick. It's upstairs, but like every time I put it on, I look in the mirror and I'm just like, and I can't
Wear it on the show.
All right, I'll wear it on the next one. All right. All right. Dad hats versus fitted hats.
Hey, shout out Big Sean.
That's a tough one. I'm going to say I'm more on the fitted hats vibe now again.
Wow. Isn't
Good
that
to
a
know.
Isn't that a dad hat?
Shut the fuck up, bro. All right, listen, I won't take this one personal, but open floral tees
Oh, shit.
with your stomach showing.
Or button ups with the top two
Honestly,
buttons.
I'm so down for the open floral tee with your stomach showing.
Got him.
Yes.
Especially if you have a good stomach.
What about? Well, and by the way, Dylan made this slideshow. Well,
Thanks,
Dylan, it's a once a year type occasion, like when you go to Ibiza. Thanks, Dylan.
Fucked up part about it is my shirt, too.
I was gonna ask this. The bonus is like having Mike as a best friend, swag or nah.
Wait, what?
Having Mike, the potato guy in this picture,
and my
as a
face,
best
and my
friend.
face like that in
Yes.
every picture.
No,
you take.
that's swag.
Okay,
You guys make a good
That's
team.
swag.
All right,
Fuck yeah.
cool. All right, cool. How you doing, by the way, Joel?
God,
I'm doing all right. Can I get some water?
Joel's got demands,
Absolutely
guys.
not. Absolutely.
Comes on
goddamn not.
podcast once.
It's parched over there. And by the way, you wore those button-down shirts open the whole week in Ibiza.
I
This
was
is
gonna
not
say,
a one day.
It was like
thing.
a beach thing, bro. And
Yeah.
you know what else I did in Ibiza for anyone going to any sort of tropical location? Dudes,
Waxed your butt.
waxed on my butt.
Wait,
Really?
Nope. No. I've never done that, man.
Okay.
I brought a bunch of jeans and I didn't know what to do. I was panicking, right? So you take the bottom and you make them into little cuffs and then you roll them up so you're like about this much of your ankle shows and then you put on your white sneakers and bro, changes the
Oh,
game.
hell yeah.
Changes the game.
Ankles are in right now. They have been for the past few years. So it's like
Ankles
men
are
wearing
in.
3/4 and capris. Like ankles are the hottest shit.
A nice ankle ball
Since
is really good.
1850.
Yeah. Well, scholars have
Yeah.
lost translation.
Oh, well, that was great. That was a good segment. I like that.
Yo, great.
Hey, by the way,
Dylan.
do you have a heart out? I understand
No.
you're going to Six Flags
No,
after
I
this.
was gonna go to Six Flags, but we decided to change it because I forgot the dog was with us. It's a long story.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that
we're
dog,
cool,
dude.
chilling. How much
He's
longer?
just-
do you need
Wait.
me?
I don't understand. Were you saying, were we going to go for a second? He was talking about like a lazy
Yeah, I
river
said you
or
guys should
something.
come.
Oh.
So I've been really vocal about this. Like a lot of people chase like love, money in life, like those kind of things. The only thing I ever want in life is to float in a lazy river. It's such a simple ask, yet it never happens.
There's an occasion where I'll look outside into the pool. I'll see Mike just vibing out. I'm like, that man is in his element. Have you seen that?
Yeah, of course. And you know what I see is him sitting stationary in the pool,
Yeah.
completely unsatisfied, and
Yes.
wishing he was moving in a repetitive circle.
Sometimes I'll do this with my hands to the side of the tube.
Yeah.
And I'll get a little bit of motion going, but not enough. But not enough.
Enough to just kind of bump into the
No.
side of the pool.
We're working on it. All right. Yo, Spencer, you got facts for us?
I got a couple.
All right,
What?
So,
I got a
so we got
couple.
we got some topical facts.
Where do you get these facts?
I scour the interwebs.
Okay.
So the wealthiest family in the world right now is the Walton family,
Yep.
who owns Walmart.
1.7 trillion.
They make 1.4 trillion. They make $4 million per hour. What would you do with that kind of money?
I would donate a shit ton of it because there's like hella countries that could really use it.
Oh my God, yeah.
I think they do donate a lot of it though, just to the NRA.
Yeah.
Not exactly what you were thinking.
Yo, I heard Walmart.
$70K per minute.
Is this true? Walmart removed video games, but not actual firearms from their stores.
sounds right.
They did
Sounds
that.
about right.
Is that true?
They did that.
Well, no,
They did that.
because you didn't hear.
Joel said it's true.
You didn't hear about the shootings and stuff.
Yeah, because video games causes.
It's not the guns, it's the video games. You didn't know that? D Trump was just fucking talking about this shit, dude. Call
Shut
it.
the fuck up.
It's
Bro.
high, bro.
I saw I think a YouTuber tweeted it. It was like the birth of mass shootings, and it was a picture of like the guys standing next to the first game of Pong.
Saw that.
Speaking to Donald Trump hits the facts. He rolled back regulations on the Endangered Species Act. So he made it easier for companies that are, taking resources from the planet, oil companies, whatever, to, they're rolling species off the endangered species list. So now it's,
So
it's
they're
easier
not
for companies.
endangered anymore, or he just doesn't care.
Yeah, they're just kind of saying like, fuck it, dude, they're done. Sad.
What's one of the species?
Polar bears are going to be really affected, they're saying, because they're already kind of at the edge, and this is one that could get removed. Because
Nothing you say, like the facts with him don't shock me anymore. Okay,
know, dude.
here's
So true. That
no, because
sucks.
listen, here's the thing. Someday we're gonna sit down here, and you're gonna be like, oh, we got facts with Spencer, and you're gonna be like, Donald Trump, our president, walked onto the field of a Jets game this weekend and punted a baby through the fucking uprights. And the crowd, one half of the crowd went wild.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just sit there and be like, well, it's classic D Trump for you, just punting
You'll probably
fucking
ask, did
babies
he
out
make
there,
it?
dude. He doesn't make it though. It hits the goalpost. And everyone's just like, that's just normalcy, dude. That's where we're at, dude. Punting fucking babies, bro.
what are your thoughts on this, LP?
It just sucks, bro. It just like both your facts. I mean, I don't know if I have a strong reaction to it. I know this. You've seen the videos on Instagram and Twitter where like these are the species that have gone extinct in the past 50 years. And bro, there's like, here, I pull it up here. There's some really, really sick animals.
Cool-ass
Look at this
species,
one, bro.
Ooh.
What the fuck is that? It's gone.
Fucking meerkat.
Gone. The rhino? This was recent, dog. Like, what's good, D Trump? Put him back.
Wait, what do you mean? The rhino's not extinct?
It's the white rhino.
Did they go or are they close? I'm dying.
I think there's like
I'm about to go
I think
extinct.
it's gone, actually. I think the white rhino's gone.
My thing is, do you think they can bring these back? Like, you know how they say they
So
could
now
bring
you're talking
back
about
the woolly
Jurassic
mammoth?
Park. You're talking about Jurassic Park.
dude.
Yeah.
Why?
Like real life Jurassic Park.
No offense to the striped leopard cat we just saw, but I would much rather bring back a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, or a raptor.
Kill me, dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill me.
Kill me, dude.
Imagine if you had like a house-bred raptor.
That'd be dope. It just tore the wall
mini
out
raptor.
and ran in.
A house-bred rat.
The other thing with that fact really quick too is I also I like try to see the other side of it too. Like,
What's the other side?
I don't know. I guess like what if, because the way you put it so bluntly, like my assumption is that like an NPR, like CNN article? Like, because the people
Forbes.
on the, so that scares me because that's classically like a more mid to right leaning
Yeah.
publication. And so like usually when I read those, I'm like, but this can't be right. Like Donald Trump doesn't hate elephants, does he?
Yeah.
And now
He's like,
seems
yeah.
like he
Kinda
actually,
does.
seems like he
By the
actually
way-
does fucking hate elephants.
By the way, it's called the Tasmanian tiger. I missed this one.
It's a beautiful animal. Oh, jaw's
Yeah.
huge.
I know
mouth on
for a
that thing.
fact one of my grandparents had one of these as a pet. I know it. You got any more facts, bro?
That's all I
You
got,
got
dude.
any
I just got
facts,
two
bro?
today.
That's fine. That's fine.
Would it be
Me
nice
too.
if you brought a fun, nice one?
I mean, the money one was kind of cool.
What do you think they do with $4 million an hour, dude? Like I would just be throwing it off buildings.
Yeah.
If you ever make that much money because of your music career, are you going to donate it? Or are you just saying that for
No, I'm for real. Like, yeah, no. If I ever make that kind of money, I'm gonna donate a ton of it and probably adopt a couple kids because like I think it's crazy. Like all these people with a shit ton of money, like or like having surrogates and like all this stuff. And it's like, okay, if you can't have kids, there's a ton of kids that need parents out there. Go adopt one.
Yeah, that's a great message. And you will not address it in a weird way. What are you about to say?
I was just say, do you have any desire to have a kid that is quite literally your blood?
Yes, I definitely
okay.
want my own children, but I think that if I had that kind of money, I would adopt some other children and add them to the family, because there's a lot of kids that.
What are you doing? Why are you raising your hand?
think
You're
it's
scaring
good
me.
news.
Just waiting in turn.
Okay.
I was raising my hand.
Do you want me to adopt you?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
I do have a third fact.
Okay, great.
I slept on this one. This one's actually, I think it's good news for you potentially. I don't know. Miley Cyrus, she did break up with Liam.
I heard
Hemsworth.
this.
Yeah. So Miley's available.
Holy shit.
He's like, "What's up, Miley?"
Yeah, I was pretty sad to hear about that one. To be
I actually
honest.
was too.
That was a couple that I thought was gonna be.
Yeah.
I
They were gonna be in for the long
tweeted
haul.
about it. I made a joke about it on Twitter, but at the same time, like, I feel horrible saying this. I didn't even know they were dating. I didn't fucking know they were dating. By the way, even if I did know, I don't give a fuck. If they're fucking dating. I'm not fucking dating Liam Hemsworth, whatever his fucking name is. I don't know.
Man, you out of your mind.
Yeah, you out of your goddamn mind.
I need to be more up to date with this kind of shit.
I saw an article. What? This was weird. I saw an article that they just broke up. Miley went to Mykonos, I believe, and was hooking up with the wife of what's the one, the Jenner Brody?
Brody, but I think they broke up too. So they're no longer. I think that I don't know. I'm a
Wait,
fan
you
of.
said the wife?
Miley is hooking up with the wife of
Yeah.
Brody Jenner. Like
Yeah, I think that they're like now
Okay.
hooking up.
they're both probably bi.
If I'm Liam, I'm not as mad.
Bro, I said the same thing. I swear to God. Maybe this is Jed just like, I'm gonna tread lightly here, but something doesn't. If my girl cheated on me with a girl,
We're chilling.
I'd be upset,
Yeah.
but I would not be as mad, man. And
What are the chances that?
am I in rough water here? Or
No,
is this
no,
a normal
no.
thing?
No, because it's a horrible thought. Like we've probably all been cheated on to some degree, and you have to live with the image in your mind of just your girl getting piped down.
Yes,
Bro.
yes,
It's
of
just-
course.
But she's not getting piped down. She's cheating with a girl.
Exactly.
No, that's what
I'm
he
saying.
says. In
I'm
this
saying.
circumstance, it's
This
better.
is great.
What are
okay.
the chances that Brody Jenner now goes and says, "Man, fuck that shit, Liam Hemsworth, let's do this." And then they start fucking getting it on, bro. And it's like and then they have they go on MTV The Challenge, bro, and they fucking face down to each other, and they're like, "Yo, oh my god," and they talk shit in the back testimonial room and shit. That's dope, bro.
That's cool, man.
Wow.
That's tight. All right, yo, Joel, I'm gonna send you on your way, bro, because we're gonna do audio only. But yo, thank you, brother. For real. Hey, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, number neighbor.
Hey,
Tell Stone Cold Steve Austin to keep rapping too. Next time he gets a chance, he should probably go
Yo,
and
but
fucking
don't
show.
tell anybody you're my number neighbor though. I don't want your friends to start guessing.
nah,
and
he's
shit.
cool. He's cool. You can trust him.
Okay.
Peace, Joe.
Joel, bro. I'm gonna play you in that word game. I gotta learn how to play first. Danny, can you walk them out so they don't steal anything? No offense. I don't even know you guys.
Joel, I want to know what your Instagram is. Juliana, follow
we
Joel
did
on
it.
Instagram.
I think
got
it's,
it.
I think
We
it's
got
Joel
it.
T. Kim.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you up
You
on
better be
Instagram
following
right now
me too. Follow me back.
Hey, it's Joel T. Kim. All right, fire.
See, like, imagine this one
So
of those.
much clout,
This one
dude.
of
He
those
just got
LA.
so much
This
clout.
one of those LA opportunities I talked about.
Yeah.
This is exactly.
He's at his store selling ice to
Hey,
Jake Paul.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? I got this weird text. I ended up coming on Logan Paul's daytime talk show and now I have a rap career as a sidekick to Chanel Westcott.
I think
what the fuck just happened?
The moral of the story for me is just like, dude, don't stress, don't trip. Like you could be working at an ice cream factory and get a call to come on the number one
Can
podcast.
someone clarify?
Like take it easy,
And
yo.
by the way,
Nothing's
like he's
that
a
bad.
G, dude. Look at his profile. It's a dog with a backpack.
It's the dog he was talking about, dude. That that
his
grew to full
dog.
60 pounds.
Bro, this dude, he loves canoeing. Come on.
Oh, you know how I feel about canoes.
Oh, he loves sitting in fields and making arts and crafts.
That's
Arts and
incredible
crafts.
art.
Is that a Ninja Turtle? Wow. Dude. God, he's a happy
He's a
kid.
good
You know what? I don't even want to disrupt
Yo,
that, man.
hey, comment below. We should make Joel our intern.
Yeah, you guys should.
I want to see what his major is, and if it's in like communications or marketing or some shit, you can bet your bottom dollar he'll be here at Maverick.
What if it's in neuroscience?
Neuroscience. We're still using. We could probably use some work on our brains, all of us.
You guys
right.
are so funny.
Chanel, we're gonna go to audio only. It's like this, but without the cameras. It's audio only.
Okay, better.
Sign.
Because you guys have been hitting me on my ugly angle the whole time.
Man, you ain't got no ugly
This is
angle,
why.
Chanel. Cut the shit.
This is why it's so funny. Everybody who meets me in real life, they're always like, "Wow, you're so much prettier in real life than ridiculousness." Because the angle of me on ridiculousness is that angle, 24/7,
fuck.
and that's like my worst angle. Like I'm really pretty from this side. Watch, you'll see the difference.
Wait, can you roll this way?
I think you're ambifacial.
No.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I see no difference.
You don't in real
Ambifacial.
life, but trust me, it's a big difference.
I have a juicy ass question I'm gonna ask in the audio. by
I
the
like
way.
that.
Juicy
It's
as
on
fuck.
Spotify
Like if you're
and
watching
iTunes,
this
dude.
right now and you don't listen to it on Spotify and iTunes, are you fucking stupid
Big
or just
mistake.
dumb,
Yeah,
dude?
big mistake. Big mistake. All right, where can they find you on social media?
Everywhere, Chanel West Coast.
Makes
Wow.
sense. Makes sense. We love you guys. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching Impulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. Take it easy. Bye.
Really quickly, you talk about Rob. Were you guys always strictly boss fake receptionist, plutonic, not Neptunic? Like what? Like let's get to the juice, to the bottom of the deal here. Like was there ever like a night where you were out, drama was spitting bars in the booth, that hot fire, you guys had a
Drama.
couple
I'm the
drinks.
one that be spitting bars.
Facts.
but-
and you guys looked at each other in this rare, caught each other's glimpses, and a twinkle caught his eye, and you were like, yo, I want this.